All right, so welcome to the Cosmic Energy Forecast for the week of January 12th through the 19th, 2021. Time is flying. So this week, after a most exciting last week, you will continue to feel scattered. I mean, that's just the way it is this week. Your energy is going to be split. It's going to be roaming around, and it roams around from the energy of last week. Like, we're still in this kind of really bold and really abusive and intrusive kind of energy, and it continues throughout the beginning of this week. So feeling disorganized and distracted, like it's kind of feels like it's a norm for a few days here still. It will continue throughout the rest of this week and possibly into next week. It really depends on what the mass consciousness does, because this energy, this chaos energy, is all driven. Let me repeat that. It is all driven by mass consciousness, which is why I tell you to never stay in the mass consciousness. There's no reason for anyone who is awakened or half awakened or partially awakened to be in the mass consciousness. You are in your own space of consciousness, and you should acknowledge that and thrive in that space. But the best way to move through this is to write things down. When you're feeling distracted, discombobulated, like totally out of alignment with who you are, disorganized, you need to write things down. Write down the things that you want. Write down the things that you desire, and use this, your writing, to move forward, because it will help you focus. Now, writing, speaking your truth, speaking what you really want out of the world, is moving forward. If you don't like to journal, if you don't like to write, you need to start, because you're literally writing the script, because you're in that creator energy. When you move from the chaos into the creator energy, you are writing the script. There is no timeline in front of you. You are the author. How are you going to write? You start believing that you are the author. So try not to get frustrated this week with all the interruptions that are going to be happening. Rather, ask your inner self for new ideas, new ways to organize yourself. No joke. The old way of organizing yourself will probably in the future, very near future, within a month, will probably not work anymore. So what you want to do with this time, this week, is to ask for new ideas, new concepts, new ways to organize your own self. And writing them down is going to be one of those ways. Now, I'm not talking about to-do lists here. That's not how we organize our energy, by to-do lists. Remember, we're out of that doing kind of being, and we're moving into the being portion of who we are. How is it that you want to be? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to create in these moments of chaos? This is you being who you are. We're not doing anymore. That's the past. So try not to withdraw or feel hurt this week, even though there will be some that will try to hurt you and harm you. Try not to take that on and make it a part of who you are. Allow yourself to experience and feel the experience, but do not fall out of alignment here. Do not become enslaved in their projection. Woo! Can you feel that? Do not become enslaved in their projection. If you can't hear anything else I say during this cosmic forecast, I hope you write that one down. Surrender to your feelings. Do not be vulnerable. Do you know, I've said this before, but vulnerable definition, the meaning of it, is to open yourself up for attack. Now, don't do that. The chaos will attack you. Rather, surrender to your feelings, surrender to your experience. Ask your higher self what it needs. Ask your feelings what they need. Ask your emotions what they need. Give them what they need and they will transform. Guaranteed. It's not rocket science here. Ask your emotions what they need. A good portion of the time, what they need is to be recognized. And then instantly they transform. You don't have to hang on to them. You don't have to keep the memory of it. You don't have to keep the emotions attached to the memory. You can keep the memory, but don't keep the emotions attached because that's what the triggers are. All right, later on in the week, the new moon energy enters the scene, right? Whew. Probably already can start feeling that. It's like, you know, it's creating this, it's creating this plateau where chaos energy, new moon energy, you want to start something new, you want to move on with your life, and it gets into this battle on this plateau. Can you visualize it? Like the energies mix and entertain and entangle within each other, and they just sort of like, you're just battling it out within yourself. Of course, since this is a projective kind of a world, the world's battling it out as well. That's what you're going to witness this week. So this new moon energy enters into the scene, and it wants you to focus on structures. This is where those old structures are broken down, literally, third dimensionally broken down. But you're applying this to your own life, right? You're not going to worry about the world. This is you applying it to yourself. So what structures, what constructs in your life need to go? Now, with this new moon energy, it's wanting you to focus on that. What are the structures that you want to become? It's real easy to change who we are when we look at the foundation, the structure, the nuts and bolts of what it is that you're believing in that doesn't serve your future self. Which of these structures and constructs are not going to serve your long-term intentions, your future goals? So there's a deep sense of knowing or seeking to prepare for the future. Like there's that yearning, right? There's a deep yearning. That's what this whole new moon energy is about. It really wants you to focus on those structures and constructs that need to go. But then at the same time, as those fall away, it wants you to start building a new one. That's what this seeking is, right? Falls right into play with my new program called Seek. It begins tomorrow. If you want more information, let me know. Prepare for the future, which we have talked about for a good month already, right? Prepare for the future. Now, if that means immediate preparing, like, stocking your pantry or filling your car with gas or whatever it is, but be prepared. We told you in December to be your job throughout the entire year for 2021 is to be prepared. Have you done that? That's what you're going to be looking at this week. How have you prepared for 2021? So at the end of the week, though, and into next week, you will feel this serious kind of energy. This, like, let's get serious. Let's not be floundering around anymore. Let's really get serious about who we are and why we're here and what we're going to do with it. So it likes to take control. This serious kind of energy will literally take control of your mind. It will take control of your emotions. It's almost like like you can see the future with this kind of energy. Literally, you can see your future. It will be very, very potent and powerful if you allow it to be. And it will take control of your mind and your emotions, and it will move you forward. So the energy is right at the end of this week and beginning of next week to make some serious plans. They need your plans, your future preparedness needs to incorporate abundance. February's coming aboard. You need to be focusing on abundance. It's vital. So keep in mind your ability to stay focused in the coming months. Like, again, we've been saying that for a while now. What's happening is when you can stay super focused on who you want to become, it creates the imprints, which are the structures and the constructs for you to move into that energy and to be that with grace and ease. You see how it works? If you have questions about this portion of it, please ask them in the thread, because this is really, really important. If you don't know and understand how to build a construct or a new structure for yourself, what you do is you focus intensely on who you want to become. When you do that, when you visualize, when you prepare yourself, when you start taking steps, action steps to move into that kind of energy, it starts to imprint yourselves. That energy of the new moon this week is going to help you open the gates so that literally that happens with such freedom and ease that you'll be like, yeah, I don't even know what happened. Isn't that what we want? We just want things to change. We don't care. So if you can maintain your focus, your hunger, the seekingness for you that you do becomes your life. Now, it's not wrong to seek. It's not wrong to desire things. It's not wrong to want things. That's literally the soul motivating you and pulling you into the direction of your alignment. Without that, the ego just sits back and says, yeah, let's just sit on the couch here and flip the channel. I mean, there's no motivation for anything. You're completely in your ego. So there is a gate that opens in the cosmos towards the end of the week and into the beginning of next week, where those of you who really concentrate and really focus on becoming the abundant source that you know your essence is, that you know that you came here to be, then you will literally know, see, and feel this gate open without any kinds of activations, because it's just going to naturally take place. Now, you want to speed up the process? It's always me speeding up the process. Again, Seek, the program Seek, is we're activating everything so that we can literally speed up the energy of this beautiful and amazing transformations that we're working our way through without being engaged and entangled in any of the mass chaos. Now, that doesn't mean that we leave people behind or that we never speak about what's happening in the world. No, we just can see a bigger picture about what's happening in the world, so we don't get caught up in the minutia of the ignorance. So this week, it's a kind of a dynamic week again. There will be ups and downs. Guaranteed there will be a lot of ups and downs again. So prepare yourself like you've never prepared before. You need to be preparing yourself. You need to prepare your thoughts. You need to prepare your emotions. You need to prepare your spirit. You need to prepare your physical body. You need to prepare, period. We are at a crisis component or crisis place where being prepared for 2021 is a must. Now, that should not alarm you or pull you into any kind of fear, because if you've been doing your work, you don't reside in that work or in that fear state, right? Okay. Yes, the ignorance is in abundance, let me tell you. So it's time to move the ignorance into other levels of consciousness, because we can't stay there no more. All right, beautiful beings of love, we love you dearly. If you have questions, please ask them in the thread. We will more than happy to answer them. And if you're interested in the Seek program, we do begin tomorrow on Tuesday, and so I will drop that in the thread below. I hope you can join us. Take care, everyone, and be prepared.